Hello, my crafty friends. Today I'm doing a series of 3 videos on what I'm going to be doing in 2018. The first thing I'm going to do is a quick video on my scavenger hunt 2018 journal. And this is a scavenger hunt that's hosted by Janet M. Young on her channel. And she gave you a list of 70 things minus 2. I can't remember which numbers they are. Just a second. Let's see. 48 and 49. She said just do your own thing for those two. So there's 78 plus those. 70 if you include the 2 where you do your own thing. And so I will try to link her below. I found her by watching Dee Dee Willingham talk about her scavenger hunt journal. So this has been a lot of fun for me. I decided to do mine in a composition book. I just put some fabric tape on the front of it and on the back of it. And then I used a little label maker and wrote Scavenger Hunt 2018. And that was as fancy as I got with it. I chose this particular composition book because it said it had 70 pages. And I thought, how perfect is that? And so, well, let me get these things out of the way. That stuff I'm going to put in. But I noticed that the first page and the last page were didn't have any lines on it. So in my head, that meant that there were 70 pages starting here. But I was wrong. There were really 70 pages starting here. But I started here. So that means number 70 for me is going to be the back cover. So, oh well, that's okay. Not a big deal. Learn to roll with it. I typed out the 70 things contents list, and I have to admit I got this contents list from Dee Dee Willingham's. I guess it's her abridged version of the list that Janet gave. Dee Dee said she shrunk hers down to just make it. She didn't give all the long list of examples that Janet gave. A lot of examples of what you could do. But Dee Dee didn't put that many examples, so hers was a lot shorter, and I thought it would fit here better. So I used her list, but it's the same things that Janet said to do. It's just an abridged version of each one. Anyway, I'm just going to go through it real quick where I'm at, and then if I have some time left, I will add a few things in that I've got over here that I haven't put in. Number 1 is tea bag, envelope, or tie. Here's my tea bag page. I didn't have any of the tea bags left for this luscious herbal peach mango tea. I don't really like that tea, to be honest, but I do love the packaging. It's really pretty. So I'll put that down here. And then I've got Traditional Medicines Organic Throat Coat Tea. And this is very good. If you have a sore throat, that tea is really good. They have this one, and they have one that is also lemon, I think. And I like the lemon one the best, but I didn't have any of those bags, so I put this bag. And then I've got the Passion Tazo, I'm not sure how you say that, tea. And I love that tea mixed with green tea. I brew me up about a gallon of that every week. Maybe more every 5 days. I don't know. But anyway, and I drink on it all week. Keep it in the refrigerator, but it's half green tea and half this passion tea, and that is my favorite thing. Now that I'm not drinking sodas, and I haven't ever drank coffee, so this tea and then my keto lemonade are the things that I drink besides water. But that's my tea bag page. Number 2 is a coloring book page colored, and this is my coloring book page. It came from this little book that I got. I'm not sure where I got this at. Just says it was $9.99. Now it's $2.99. Wherever I got it from, it was a great deal. But it has a lot of really cool images, and some of them are you can make into cards, and they're smaller than a regular coloring book page, so they're quicker and easier to do. Anyway, I thought it was fun, and so I did this one page, and it was already had a black background, which I kind of like the black background, and so That's why I did, here's another one with a black background. That's why I did it to go in here. And when I do my video on Dee Dee Willingham's syllables notebook, I'm going to put some of these in there. So you'll see that again when I do that video. Number 3 was a label off of a blanket, towel, or clothing. And I have this paper label off of a pot holder and dish towel set that I got at Christmas time. And then I have some labels on some clothes that that I used to could wear, size 2X. And then now I'm down to wearing large, which I'm so grateful for being able to do that. So I put those labels in here because they mean something special to me because of the change in my life in the last year. And then I've got this off of a blanket that's on my bed, a king size blanket on my bed. And I put those on page 3. Ask a neighbor for something to put in your book. I haven't done that yet, but I will. Number 5, something you would normally throw away. And I normally throw away cough drop bags and cough drop wrappers, but those are really pretty, so that's what I stuck in there. Number 6, photo of a celebrity you love or hate. I'm not one of those people that really follows celebrities and loves them or hates them, but if I can find a good picture of Harrison Ford, I might stick that in there. He's one of my favorite actors, so I might do that. Number 7, a flower or a leaf. And it's winter, so I was having a hard time finding a real flower or a real leaf, so I just put some leaf stickers and a flower stickers, and then some circles I cut out with flowers, and then leaf stamps, and that's what I did for that page. Number 8, crossword or Sudoku puzzle. And right now I've got a crossword puzzle in here, but I'm going to put a Sudoku puzzle, at least one on here too. I may do a whole collage of puzzles, I'm not sure. Number 9, greeting card sentiment. I haven't done that one yet either. Number 10, junk mail envelope doodle on it. Well, I've got my junk mail envelopes in there. I just thought those were gorgeous, but I haven't doodled on them yet. I'll get to that. Number 11, a page of blue stuff. And there's my page of blue stuff. Everything from a napkin to some ribbon to a circle out of a map, a card, some rickrack, a part of a Christmas card, and some ribbon, and a balloon. And then next, page 12 is craft or art store receipt. And right now I just have one of those. I'm kind of on a spending diet. So I have ordered a couple of pins from I can't think of the name of that place, but when they come in, I'll put that receipt there. And then we've got a tip in, page 13, which is anything. And I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to tip in these 2 pages because this is a doodle my daughter did a couple of years ago when we were doing alcohol inks, and she wanted to practice what she was going to do with the white alcohol ink on top of a bluish background. And she gave her practice one to me, and I'm going to put that in here. And then this is some writing that she did in her language that she's see if I can, that she's making up, or she called it constructing, for one of the stories that she's writing. And these symbols, I don't think they actually had meaning. She just thought they were fun to make. So she put some symbols on there too. But these are actual symbols of sounds to make the words for the language that she's constructing. Amazing. Never would have had the patience to do that myself, but she's enjoying it. 14 is a dry cleaning tag. And our dry cleaners doesn't have the little tags that they clip into the clothes. They just put these labels on the outside. That's what I had, so that's what I'm using. Let's see. 15 is a newspaper article, and this is an article out of our local newspaper about the it says artists flourish at the galleries at Sunset Center, and this particular lady right here, Pam Allison, is a member of the Weaving and Spinning Guild that I'm a part of, the Paladura Handweavers Guild, and she teaches weaving classes out at the Sunset Center. And so I put this whole article in there as my article. And 16 is local business cards. And these are some business cards. I got this when I bought at a secondhand furniture store that we bought my daughter's new chest of drawers at that she's painted. She painted it, repainted it a cream color. It was white. And then she's going to do kind of bohemian style paintings on the fronts of each drawer. So that's so I can remember what we're doing there. This is a gin, the Moore County gin. It's not local as in town. It's close to Dumas, but it's the biggest gin actually, I think, in the United States. But anyway, we went there for a field trip. Our weaving guild did, and got some cotton. And I've done a little bit of cotton spinning. It's not my favorite thing to spin. It's not as easy to spin as wool is, but that's a memory there. And then these things, well, this is Brushed with Art. It's a place here in town where you can paint on pottery, ceramics, and then they will fire it for you, and you come back and pick it up. And we took when my sister and brother's families were here, probably 2 years ago now, we took the kids there and made some plates for each one of them. So when we're all together, they can eat on their plate. So that also has a memory. These three came from, I picked up at the, last summer they did actually it was 2 summers ago. They had I don't know what you would call it. It was outside under tents every Saturday through the summer. But if you made it yourself, you could sell it there. So the people were selling all kinds of things, jams and jellies. And one lady sold goat cheese, and it was delicious. Honey, lots of arts and crafts type things, repurposed, recycled things. One guy took old rubber toys, and he made them into containers and put succulents in them. Anyway, these came from that, so that's a memory too. 17 was postage stamps, and so I've put a bunch of postage stamps. Some of these came on mail that I received. This one was from Korea. A friend of my mother's sends her beautiful Christmas cards every year from Korea, and that stamp was on her package. And these right here were, and I think this one too, were part of some that I got at Hobby Lobby in I think they were $6.99 for 300 stamps from all over the world. And most of them were from Canada and of Queen Elizabeth. But they were pretty stamps, and I put them on here. The rest of these all came in Christmas cards and different things like that. Page 18, let's look back and see what page 18 is. I haven't done it yet. Is food label or logo. I have some food labels, but they're on other pages, so I'll have to come up with something else there. Page 19 is washi tape. And I took, I love this washi tape, but the rest of them were kind of a mistake. I ordered washi tapes straight from, I think they came from China, when I was first starting doing paper crafting, and I didn't know they were plastic. I don't really like the plastic washi tapes, but I thought, this is a way I can use them, so I put them in here. Page 20 is local attraction brochure, and I have one here. And it's about the Days of the Dust Bowl events, and this is from 2012. But it was a local thing that they had, so I'll stick that in there. 21 was Pop Tops. I found this off my son's Pringles can, and I stuck it on here because you pop it off, But then I saw someone else doing theirs, and they put like Pop Tops off of a can of Coke or something, and somebody else thought they were tops off of soda pop bottles. So I'm not sure exactly what this is, but this is what's on there for right now. I may add some more other things to it just to kind of cover all my bases, but I haven't so far. 22 was swap a piece of art with a friend. And my good friend, Tracy Nowell, is the person who got me started using alcohol inks. And this was the Christmas card that she gave me. Isn't that beautiful? She does such beautiful work with alcohol inks, and so I put that on there. 23 was test page of art supplies, and this was the beginnings of a page I was going to do where I tested out all the combinations of the 24 colors that I got in a set of watercolor paints. But I only got this far for each color, and I never got any further with that. And now I've got some different watercolors that my brother gave me that I think I'm going to like a lot better than these. So I just decided to put this in here. And when I swatch out those watercolors, I'll do a video on that. 24 was a sleeve from a hot beverage. I have one, but it's not out here and it's not in there. 25 was ransom note from cutout letters. And I wrote, I will trade smiles for art supplies. That was my ransom note. 26 was a photo of someone you love. And I would like to get a photo of my whole family in here because it's hard to choose one person. I haven't got anything there yet. 27, recipe from the supermarket. I haven't found one of those yet, but I will. 28, packaging from a recent purchase. I don't have that in there yet either. 29, doodles, lots of them. I have not doodled, but I will. 30, stickers off of fruit or veggies. And most of the vegetables I buy don't have stickers on them. Some of the avocados do. And then this is on the top of the little grape tomatoes that I buy. This came off of a head of romaine lettuce. The rest of these, I think, well, one of them were. This one was on onions. The rest of these were all on lemons and limes, I think, because that and blackberries are about the only fruits I buy. And blackberries don't have labels on them like that. So 31 is a quote you love, and I love a lot of quotes, so I haven't narrowed it down to one to put on there yet. 32, cartoon character, and I haven't put that in there yet, but I've got Family Circus has always been one of my favorite cartoons. And I can't pick out a specific character, so I'm just going to put the Family Circus cartoon on here. So I'll do that. 33, shipping or duct tape. Well, I love duct tape, and I have lots of different duct tapes. This isn't all of them, but it was enough to cover up the page, so I put these on here. These 3 are narrow like this. These others were thick, but I just covered up part of that one in order to get it on there. 34. 34 was napkins, and I still had out some Christmas napkins, so that's what I put on here. I love this one with the cats making a Christmas tree. I'm not really a cat person as far as having a cat. I have my husband and my son are both allergic to them, so we can't have a cat. We have a dog, and he's great. So, but I love that napkin. I thought it was cute, so I put it on there. 35 was draw or color some plaid, and I haven't done that one yet either. 36 was make a paper airplane out of wrapping paper, and I made the paper airplane, and then I kind of squished it flat and glued it down, so unless you're really looking at it hard, it's kind of hard to tell it's a paper airplane, but it is. 37 was a crayon label, and as you can see, I used old crayons from when the kids were little, and then I colored around them. That was a fun page to do. 38 was ribbons, and so I had some ribbons and a little bit of lace, and so that's what I put on that page. 39 was postcards, and I had these postcards from my favorite times of the year, autumn, winter, and spring, and that's that page. 40 was music paper. I think that's what it's called, sheet music. And so I poured some alcohol inks like this, and on this sheet music, and then I put it down. I thought that was pretty. 41, fortune from a fortune cookie. Don't buy fortune cookies, but I will. My kids will enjoy having a chance to eat some fortune cookies, and I'll take all the labels and they can have all the cookies. I haven't done that yet. 42 is fake credit cards, like the things they send you in the mail. Well, here's the AARP things. I'm old now, so I can be a member of AARP. I'm not yet, but they send me these like once a month. So I have a bunch of those. This one was from Suddenlink. These 2 were them wanting me to get a credit card. And this one was a $5 value cards towards something. I don't know what. Something I didn't use it for anyway. 43 is candy wrappers. Big Hunt candy bar is the candy bar I used to always eat at the swimming pool in the summers. And so, nostalgia. I got a Big Hunt candy bar. And then these toffees and this cinnamon candy are all sugar-free candies. And those are the kinds of things that I usually eat now. So I put those in there. 44 was an unused cupcake wrapper. And so these are all the ones that I had in my house. And so I just put those on there. I think that's kind of a pretty page. I like that. 45 was Zentangle or Interesting Pattern. And this is one that I did. It's the first one I ever did. And this is one of the first ones my daughter ever did. So I put those two on here. And she just did this last week. She just suddenly got into it. It's amazing when she gets into something. She just goes crazy with it for a while until she pretty much perfects it, and then she moves on to something else. I just move on to something else before I've ever perfected anything. So 46 was the whole edge of notebook paper. So I just put the whole edge of different papers that I had. These were watercolor papers, and these were all different kinds of papers that I have in my junk journal stash. 47, something from the library. So these were all, this was a advertising kind of bookmark of things going on at the library. And then these were things that good readers do. And this is different learning centers that they have online at our library. And this one just says, get in the game, read. And reading's always been something that I love to do. So I was happy putting that down. 48 was one of the DIY pages. And I'm going to stick this there with it. It says polka dot party. I haven't put it down yet, but that's what I'm going to do for that one. 49 is the other DIY page, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do in there yet. 50 is tickets. Don't have many tickets. I've got these tickets, and I got one recently in Happy Mail that I'm going to put in here. And then this is from when we went to see Spider-Man. 51, newspaper headline. I don't have a newspaper headline yet. I'll find one. 52, picture of a fashion model. And I thought this was an unusual picture, and you wouldn't know she was a fashion model if you didn't see the little, what do you call those things? They look like diamonds, but anyway, they're on her eyelids, and that came out of a fashion magazine. You can still even smell the perfume on it. It's funny. So that's my fashion model. 53, nail polish on something. Haven't done that yet. Got nail polish. I just haven't put it on anything yet. 54 was picture of perfumes. So here's a couple of perfume bottles. I've got a few more pictures of perfumes. I just haven't dug through to find them yet. But I'm not a perfume person. I don't like to wear it or smell it on other people because it makes me sick. So all I can put in here is pictures. 55, airline luggage tag. Don't have one of those yet. 56, lyrics from your favorite song. I have a lot of favorite songs, so I haven't done that one yet either. 57, rubber stamping. So here are some rubber stamps that I put in. It says, believe in your dreams, faith and love, love with all your heart. And here are some flowers and some hearts. And this is kind of a map background and a circle thing, a butterfly and a cross. And those were the things I had handy, so that's what I put on that page. 58 is stickers. So I just dug around and found a bunch of stickers and stuck them on here. 59 says your family tree. And the only copy I had of my family tree was too big to fit on that page. I guess I could have done it like this. I didn't think about that at the time. So I might make a copy of it, but it's a family tree before our family tree from my grandparents to my children's generation. But it's from before my daughter was born. So she's not on that family tree, but I could add her on and stick it in here, and I might do that. Okay. 60, page from lettering practice. And I don't practice my lettering like I should, so I haven't got that done yet either. 61, company logos. Hastings Books and Records was a company that was founded in our town, and it got to be a pretty big thing, but they did a lot of business in games, renting video games and movies and that kind of stuff, and they finally went belly up. So, and this is Gundam and Bandai, which are two of my son's the kinds of models that he builds, and he gave me those stickers that I could stick in here. 62 is a page of red. I bet you didn't figure that out, did you? I'm not a big red person, but I had a lot of red stuff that I probably wouldn't have used anywhere else, so I was excited to have a page to stick it on. 63, matchbook cover, and I finally found one at the thrift store in a box of other things, so I'll stick that in here. It's still full of matches. I guess I should probably take those out. I may just make a copy of it and stick the copy of it in here because I'm really not sure what I want to do with that yet. Okay, 64, a map of your state or country. So there's a United States flag, and there's a, it's not a map, it's a flag, it says. Flag of USA or Texas is what I have down here. And this is the map of Texas made into a flag. So that kind of covered things. I stuck that in there. 65 was, what'd she call those? Rag flag paper clips. And I made a bunch of those and stuck them in here. This one right here is actually from leftover fabric from my wedding dress. My mom had some of that fabric I found about, a couple of months ago, I guess, in her drawer. She made my wedding dress, and so she still had some of the fabric left. So I've got some of it to do whatever I want to with, but I made that flag out of that. The rest of it's just random stuff that I had. 66 is butterflies. I think that's right. Yes, butterflies. 67 is yarn, and I have, I like to spin, so I have a lot of yarns that I've spun myself, and I'm going to take a snippet of each one of those yarns and put in here, but I haven't dug them out of the box to do that with. Right now, I haven't ever crocheted or knitted or done woven or done anything with the yarns that I've spun. I want to make a Ruana on the loom, but I haven't done that yet. Anyway, I'll dig those out and at least put a sample of each one on here. That'll be fun to have in here. 68 was something unusual. And these are some of the leftover packaging of stickers that my son used on his Gundam models. And some of them were, he didn't use. But anyway, that was unusual, so I stuck it on there. 69, picture or words of something you're grateful for. Oh, there's so many things I'm grateful for, but I haven't decided what to put on there yet. And 70, something that says me. I'll probably do a collage here of things that I like, but I haven't got around to doing that yet either. But anyway, this is where I am in my Scavenger Hunt 2018 book, and I appreciate y'all listening. Thank you very much. Blessings to you all.